Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat Evolution. Today we have the Southern 500 at Darlington, Throwback Day. Obviously we have no control over our car, so I do not have a throwback scheme to put on. But since I do have all the DLC, you will see all the throwback schemes for most of the other cars. Standings as of right now, we are 17th in points, but we are 9th on the chase grid. We are locked into the chase at this point. How many points are we ahead of 30th? Yeah, we're locked into the chase. There's no mathematical way for us to get knocked out. Sponsorship-wise, I'm going to leave things where they are. Oh yeah, we have 3 sponsors now. Yeah, we'll just leave them where they are for now. We do not have enough for an upgrade yet. Nope, we're still 100,000 away from the upgrade. So let's head to the racetrack and see how things go. I really have no idea how this is going to go. I have had both success and failure at Darlington, as most drivers do. So this will be a trial and error, and we will see how things go. But obviously the main purpose of this video will be to, you can look at all the throwback schemes. And that's something I'm really proud of. I have all the DLC. Yes, I paid for it all, unfortunately. That's something that NASCAR Heat Evolution unfortunately has. You have to pay for DLC. But I did pay for it. I mean, at the time, I thought it was a worthwhile investment. Obviously, a bunch of people didn't, and I perfectly understand that. But I think, especially for this race in particular, there will be a lot of people happy to see all the throwback paint schemes. But man, I gotta get used to this game again. It's been a long time since I recorded this game. I mentioned in previous episodes that I was trying to bulk record a bunch of stuff for while the family was out on vacation. And while I did accomplish that, once they came back, I didn't record it all. And like I said in the channel update video, I still am gonna I'll be gone for 2 weeks at the end of the month, and that's getting closer and closer. I'm getting less and less prepared, it seems like. We're gonna do one more lap since I hit the wall on that lap. And I'm going to hit the wall on this lap. So, never mind. I'm going to go into the pits. We got probably some pretty substantial adjustments to make. And I'll see you when we're about to start our next lap. Alright, we are back out onto the track, and we are in a giant pile of cars right now. I'm not thrilled about that. You really don't want to be all packed up in qualifying at really any racetrack. Man, this feels so weird. I was just playing for fun some NASCAR 07, and obviously that interstate battery scheme is in there with JJ Yaley. And in NASCAR 06, obviously Bobby Labonte. A bug just flew in my face, so I had to get rid of that. But so right now we are trending. Okay, I messed up again. We're not trending greatly. I'm going to let these guys go by, and I'm going to try to get one more clean, not one more, I'm going to try to get one clean lap in. Obviously we're not going to go anywhere on that lap. That was a bad lap. But I really got to get my throttle zones down right now, because I'm either A, being really soft on the throttle, or I'm B, being too hard and I'm going straight into the wall. So I gotta be careful about that. Turns 1 and 2 are pretty good. Now if you don't know Darlington, and unfortunately these games don't have a track map to show you, turns 1 and 2 are not as tight as turns 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4 are a lot shorter and are angled a lot sharper. But we didn't improve on that lap, so we're going to sim, and we qualified 28th. So that's better than our typical mile and a half starting position. So I'll take that. We're on the outside, which I'm not sure how to feel about that, but we will turn it over to Rick Allen and the NBCSN crew.
Every driver has a story, what they're made of, how they got here, and they all have a common goal: to win the championship. This is Rick Allen for NBC Sports, and in order to live that dream, NASCAR's biggest and brightest stars are going to have to earn their Darlington stripe at the track many call Too Tough to Tame.
Alright, thank you, Rick Allen, for that intro. And like I said, really taking the throwback schemes. There's only like 3 or 4 cars that don't have a throwback scheme. They did, DMI did a really good job of getting all the throwback schemes in here. Brian Scott is one that does not have a throwback. I believe Ryan Blaney would be another one, and then there's us, of course. I'll point them out when we get to them, but everybody pretty much has a throwback. Yep, Ryan Blaney up ahead, he definitely does not have one. And don't ask me to name who these throwbacks are throwing back to. I'm not a NASCAR historian. I really never watched NASCAR up until about 10 years ago, so I really don't know the history of it, except for the obvious things. So I'm using kind of this below the groove area to make up some positions. Unfortunately, I can't get back into the throttle as soon as I would like. And there's Eric Almirola. At the time of recording, he just announced that he's going to be back in the car at New Hampshire. This will probably go up after New Hampshire weekend, so I hope that he does well. He's still in position to make the chase if he can pull off a win, because he's still, well, he's 32nd in points right now, but I think he's well within range of getting back up to 30th, and if he gets that win, he'll be in the chase. And I think ever since we've had this win and get in format, we've had somebody who's been injured and missed races, and they've made it in. Last year it was Tony Stewart. The year before it was Kyle Busch. So it's definitely possible. Oh, I'm so sorry, Allmendinger. But hey, we're running in like 24th right now. This is going really well. Fuel mileage, we might have to make 2 stops in this race. It's kind of hard to do the math right off the top of my head. We had 16 laps to go, so that's going to bring us to lap 21. 21 plus 21 is 42, so we might not make it to the end on 1 stop. So I'll definitely have to keep that in mind. Maybe I can pull some fuel mileage with a caution, but of course NASCAR Heat Evolution frowns upon that, so I doubt. Oh, sorry, Ricky Stenhouse. I doubt that they would let me get away with that. One guy who always manages to find a way to win fuel mileage stuff, if you don't know, YouTuber David Land, he's doing a NASCAR 15 series right now, and a NASCAR Heat Evolution series. And he also does a bunch of IndyCar stuff, but he's won so many races on fuel mileage. It's really quite sad. He's doing the career mode in NASCAR 15 NASCAR 15 in general, it's just hard to control the car. Especially in career mode without good equipment, you really have to rely on fuel strategy. And he knows how to do that up there with the best of them, so feel free to check out his channel. I don't know if I have him pinned to my channel page like I do John John Wolf, but I will check that. I know I'm following him on this channel, so it should pop up under my people that I follow, but I do not know if I have him pinned on there. One thing I am incredibly concerned about here is tire wear. Yep, yeah. Concerned about tire wear. Nothing more to say about that. I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna say something, but it probably would have been stupid and uneducated, so I refrained. But hey, 23rd, that's all of our sponsorship goals, isn't it? We have 20th, 25th. Oh, we have, no, we have 25th, 30th. No, we do have 20th on there, so never mind. I had no idea how this race would go. Like I said, I've had good races here, I've had terrible races here. This just seems to be a mediocre one at this point in time. We don't have the equipment to really compete yet. So I'm making a point to mention this in every series at this point, you know, kind of what the future of each series is looking like right now. With this series, I definitely want to continue this. I would obviously like to do this until we win a championship, but at this point in time, oh, Almaden got in the wall on his own there. But if this series, we have a caution, this might benefit us. I'm pitting. No need to repair. I'm gonna up tire. I'm just gonna up the right front. This might benefit us. We might be able to pull some fuel mileage with this. But what I was going to say is, if this series, by some miraculous reason, carries on all the way until the release of NASCAR Heat 2, I will be stopping this series in favor of NASCAR Heat 2. I'm planning on pre-ordering NASCAR Heat 2, and I plan on day one getting it and playing it and having a video up for you on release day. Maybe by that time I'll even be able to stream it. I would really like to, and I would really like to stream it, but I just don't have the capabilities of it yet. But obviously the release is in September. So by that time, I don't know, maybe I can stream it. But I do plan on, if this series goes until then, which I really hope it doesn't. If it goes until then I will definitely put this series off to the side in favor of NASCAR Heat 2. Because that definitely is going to have a more interesting career mode than this, in my opinion. Based off of what I've seen so far. By the time this video goes up, I probably would have already done this, but I am going to put out a thoughts and opinions on NASCAR Heat 2 video. I've been keeping track of all of the announcements, all of the little video clips that have been released. Oh my gosh, everybody just stopped. Paul Menard held everybody up. And that helped us greatly. We will not be able to maintain that, but that helped us greatly. I will be putting up a thoughts and concerns video on NASCAR Heat 2, pretty much following along with most of the NASCAR YouTubers, and at this point in time they've already made those videos. So, and I've expressed my opinions on NASCAR Heat 2 in these videos, especially NASCAR Heat Evolution. There's a lot of time to talk about it, but definitely will put all of those thoughts into one video and see people's opinions on it. But I am looking forward to the career mode. The career mode definitely looks promising. Oh, I know I said Ryan Blaney didn't have a throwback scheme, but it just looks so similar. He does have a David Pearson throwback scheme. But from the back and the side, it looks exactly the same as his normal one, but from the front, it definitely looks different. My favorite throwback scheme is right behind me in the mirror, Trevor Bayne, with the Mark Martin throwback scheme. That's by far my favorite. That Valvoline Mark Martin car was designed so well. It was such a unique design, and I really liked it. And really the AAA car continued that. But definitely the Valvoline Mark Martin car really held its own with the car design. There's some smoke going on up here. I don't know what that's a result of. But to finish my thought earlier, I'm definitely looking forward to NASCAR Heat 2's career mode. For those of you who watch other NASCAR YouTubers, you probably realize that I am not as hard on this game as most people are. We also got another stoppage of people up here. Can't tell who that is. Is that Paul Menard again? Yep, that's still Paul Menard. So I'm going to dive it in really deep, because he's just stopping everybody again. Thank you, Paul Menard. I appreciate it. Oh no. McMurray. McMurray, what are you doing? McMurray, you're ruining my plans because I'm not going to get a caution, am I? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, Denny Hamlin just ran into McMurray there. Oh, what do I want to do? I'm staying out. This throws a wrench into my strategy. This isn't exactly what I wanted, but I'm staying out. We're going to be third. Dear Lord. This is going to be an ugly restart, guys. But to finish my thought again for like the third time, I am looking forward to the career mode in NASCAR Heat 2. I am not as tough on NASCAR Heat Evolution as most people. Obviously, the mechanics could be improved. My biggest issue with the mechanics was restricted plate tracks and drafting. If they could improve on that, which it looked like in the videos that they released that they have improved upon that, but it's really hard to tell with all the videos that are being put on easy mode. But that was my biggest issue with this game, as well as, you know, not having a really in-depth career mode. I'm obviously playing on the normal physics. I'm not playing on the simulation physics, so obviously that has a lot more issues than... Oh no. That's going to be another caution, isn't it? Yep. Everybody's pitting now, and that's a smart move, because we can make it to the end. Here, I'm taking 4 tires and fuel. Let's see where that puts us. We dropped 19 positions. Wow. Wow. But we should be able to make it to the end on fuel now. $19 laps on fuel, 16 to go. So everybody was smart to come in that time. I would have thought I would have maintained the position a little bit more, but some people must have taken 2 tires, and the pit crew in this game is just slow. But I've yet to be able to finish my freaking thoughts on NASCAR Heat 2 right now. Biggest concerns and needs for improvement are drafting and working on the simulation physics, making that a little more compatible with controllers. Obviously, the simulation physics was based on made for people with steering wheel. I gave up on simulation physics almost immediately because I knew it was made for steering wheel, and I'm obviously on a controller, so I gave up on that pretty quickly. I think the graphics in this game are excellent. I really don't think you need to improve on that too much. I do wish hopefully with the more in-depth career mode, there's going to be the menu is going to be a little more exciting than what it is now. But there's that, and then, like I said, the rest of the graphics are good. I wish you had a track map. That would be nice. I know a lot of people complained about not having a track map, so you can kind of track your progress, and especially for us YouTubers, you can kind of tell people, hey, this person's in the lead. We're this far back from this person, and so that is why it's beneficial for us to have a track map. Let's see, we are at 12 to go. We're in 14th. Obviously that pit strategy helped us a little bit. Not as much as I would have hoped. I don't know why I've spent this much time talking about NASCAR Heat 2 when I'm going to make a thoughts on video, but whatever. It is what it is. You guys will get a 2 for special with this video, because I've basically laid out almost all of my thoughts and concerns in this video. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited for the $50 ticket coupon that they're including. That's a really cool thing. I wish it was expanded to more than just the Speedway incorporated tracks, but that's understandable. They must have a deal with them to do it, and that's perfectly understandable. Another area of concern is how they're going to handle the truck and Xfinity driver rosters. I've seen in the few little clips of each series that they've released that there is a good variety. I don't know how they're going to handle cars like the 18, the 20, the 3, people who have multiple drivers in each car. I hope that they don't default go to the Cup drivers, but obviously for copyright and sponsorship reasons, that might not be an option. I don't know if it's going to be like your EA games where they have multiple people driving the same number. So like for the 18 car, we would have Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin and Kyle Benjamin and something like that. That would just be a mess in my opinion. I'm already really hard on the fact that in the 2017 roster update, we had 3 people driving the 19 car. We had Daniel Suarez, we had Matt Tifft, and we had Austin Cindric for the Brad Keselowski Racing. So that's already pushing it. Now, obviously, those are 3 different cars for 3 different series, and we only have 1 series in this game. But that's not how I would do things, and that would be a key example of what I don't want to see. But hopefully, things are taking shape. Hopefully, obviously, when you expand from just the Cup Series to the all 3 series, you're going to have a lot more sponsors involved. You're going to have a lot more drivers involved, and it's a tough thing to secure all the sponsorship and all the copyrights for all the drivers and all the sponsors and all the teams. It's a tough deal, and each team is going to have some requests, like that they don't want like in the career mode, they probably don't want somebody else driving their car, right? I don't know. It may be limited on stuff like that, but hopefully things are looking up. Hopefully they do the smart thing and try to incorporate as many of the actual Xfinity and Truck Series guys as possible. That would be, I think, beneficial to them to do so. I was disappointed to learn that only the trucks are going to be able to race at Eldora, but that is understandable. We really have no data or no reference point on how the Xfinity cars and the Cup cars are going to handle a dirt track. So that's perfectly understandable. I know a bunch of people were looking forward to maybe being able to do that, but that's perfectly understandable in my book. But hopefully things are looking up. But anyway, back to this race. We've just been sitting here in 15th for a while. This is a really good race for us. That pit strategy helped us gain about five to six positions in total. I assume everybody's good to the end. Nobody's gonna have to make a last-minute pit stop. Oh, we are losing some ground to Kevin Harvick. He's gonna pass us. So we're definitely, with the tire wheels going on, we're definitely losing some ground. And I was running by myself, so I really didn't have any people to compare my driving to. There's the Busch Beer car. We got the Haas Automation scheme behind us. Like I said, don't try to ask me or quiz me on who these schemes are throwing back to, but I just admire the fact that they are in the game. That is props to DMI at the time, now 704 Gaming. But we are in position to lose some more spots now, and we need to maintain our top 20 so we can get all of our sponsorship money. We got 2 laps to go. We need to maintain our top 20 so we can lose 3 positions, but I would obviously prefer not to. The higher you finish, the more money we get, and that's what we need right now so we can make upgrades. But there goes Stenhouse, and McMurray's right on our tail. And I see Danica back there, even though I've passed her like 20 times with relative ease today. The game obviously thinks that I shouldn't be this high, so they're speeding everybody up. Oh, that was a big block on McMurray. White flag is out. I would like to keep these 2 people behind me, if at all possible. I was really confused at why Danica Patrick had a Nature's Bakery scheme at wherever the last race was. Oh my gosh. Kentucky. There we go. But we are going to finish 19th. That is a really good finish for us. I'm really happy with that. Speed rating of 92 and all there have you. We'll get some speed points that mean absolutely nothing. That's another thing. I wish the speed points meant something. Let's see who won the race so I don't have to check it later on. I assume Paul Menard's out of the race. Yep, he messed up pretty much everybody. Joey Logano wins over Elliott, Blaney, Hamlin, and Kenseth, and we come home 19th. So we were 100,000 away from our next upgrade, so we're probably still not going to be there yet. No, not even close. But maybe by the end of the next race, we should be able to. Where is next race is at Richmond. I don't know how that'll go. I don't quite remember where we finished at Richmond in the spring. We were 17th in points, and we are still 17th in points. So, but again, that doesn't really matter. Let's head back to the menu and see if there's anything else to take a look at. I doubt it, but we will see. We are 1 race away from starting the chase. And there's nothing. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.